Kid Stories. The Slippery Slope of the Polar Bear. A tale of making flights of fancy. There once was a clumsy polar bear with large paws and two black button eyes. All the other animals laughed at him, calling him clumsy and inept. But the polar bear had a secret dream in his heart, to fly high in the sky like a bird. One day, the polar bear decided to make his dream a reality. He gathered leaves, twigs, and feathers and set about making wings for himself. He carefully crafted them together with strands of fur from his coat, and then he stood on a high cliff, ready to take off. The polar bear flapped his leaf-made wings and lifted off the ground, soaring upwards towards the sun. He was filled with joy and wonder as he flew higher and higher. But suddenly, one of his wings broke, and the polar bear fell to the ground with a great thud. The polar bear lay on the ground, nursing his injured wing. He felt so downcast that he gave up on his dream of flying. But then he met a wise old owl who said, "Just because you fell down, doesn't mean you can't try again. Keep trying and learn from your mistakes." The polar bear took the owl's wise advice to heart and decided to start practicing with a hang glider. He practiced every day, and soon he had become an expert in flying. He even made friends with a clever squirrel who helped him perfect his flying skills. One day, the polar bear decided it was time to try flying on his own again. He leapt into the air and felt the wind rushing past his fur. He felt free and alive as he soared high and low, over mountains and seas. This time, nothing could stop him from fulfilling his dream. One day, the polar bear saw a family of penguins lost in a snowstorm. They were shivering and afraid, and the polar bear knew he had to help them. Using his flying skills, he swooped down and carried them to safety in his arms. The other animals marveled at his bravery, and he became a hero in their eyes. From that day on, the other animals no longer laughed at the polar bear. They recognized that he was special and talented, and they respected him for it. The polar bear finally realized that it doesn't matter what others think, as long as he believes in himself and keeps trying, he can achieve anything. And so the polar bear, with his new penguin friends, flew up into the skies, watching the northern lights shimmering in the distance. The end. Thank you for watching this video. See you in the next video.